Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Fire for Effect, GCV's somewhat daily podcast when I don't feel like writing. This is Will Selber, Colonel Selber, retired, that asshole. I don't care. I respond to any name. I've been called them all by lots of different people. Well, today is 5th March, only a few weeks till my birthday. Feel free to surprise me. I like books. Take a shot. Go to the history section. Bestsellers, send them to me. I'm just joking. Don't do that. Please, God, don't do that. Don't. I'm a real book snob. Anyway, moving right along. The Financial Times this morning, and I'll put it in the show notes, is reporting that the U.S. has cut off intelligence sharing with Ukraine. Who knows? This is according to officials familiar with the matter. So they got somebody to tell them that it was going to happen. It doesn't really specify the type of intelligence, but if it's all intelligence, I can't underemphasize how bad of a blow that is for the Ukrainians. Got a little story for you. I was actually at an intelligence agency when the war took place, working inside of it. I had airmen providing intelligence support to the Ukrainian cause. I'm going to need to be a little careful here because this intelligence agency really sucks. I mean, out of all the intelligence agencies I've worked at, and I've worked with all of them, this is my least favorite. They treat their people like poop, and then they grind them to a halt, and then they blow them away. For some reason, I can't say the acronym. I don't know why, even though it's on my officer performance report. But they made me sign this stupid NDA. Until my lawyer says it's all right, discretion is the better part of valor sometimes. Nevertheless, I was actually in the intelligence community throughout most of the Ukrainian-American war, and I would just tell you that my airmen were proud. They were proud, man, to support the Ukrainians. In fact, that was the best mission they had. All the rest of them were boring. No offense to those that are still working, but you know that shit's true. So look, the intelligence community isn't like what you think it is. Let me just say, you think it's like all these really hot people like clicking on, and all of a sudden the camera comes down and they're right on the bad guy, and then like you can see like that he didn't shave like I did this morning. That's not how that shit works. Most of the time it's real boring. I hate to say that. There's foundational intelligence. That's some real boring shit. Real boring. That's like when you're collecting on like stuff that maybe in 30 years some poor bastard will use for the operation preparation of the battlefield. I've had airmen just click on the screen and it's just like they watch their lives slowly disappear. And it's hard for a commander when you do something like that. I mean, you like try to tap dance in front of them, right? Like, no, actually, what you're doing is important. And you can only sell it a certain amount because even you realize that shit's stupid. Now, as a commander, trying to turn off missions is almost impossible. I tried to turn off a collection mission that had about 5 layers of redundancy. It took a 3-star to overrule a 2-star for 3 airmen to be pulled off of a mission. So when I can't emphasize enough how big of a deal it is that, according to the Financial Times, we have stopped intel sharing. How will that affect the Ukrainians? The ability to spot and fix long-range missiles from Russia? The ability to hear signals intelligence? The inability to receive human intelligence from the CIA, DIA? Inability to get signals intelligence or cyber intelligence from NSA or Cybercom. That's gone. Good luck. Luckily, they're going to have to start relying on the Europeans for some of their intelligence, which isn't bad. It's not. There's a lot of great intelligence sharing going on. The Five Eyes, UK. It's Poland. Will probably step in. Germany to the lesser extent. But look, what can I tell you? I'm upset about it. Yeah, I don't like it. My airmen were proud to do that. They were happy to do that because that was an exciting mission. And they got to see things blow up. Look, it went boom, boom. Hey, man, If you're just some young man, a woman sitting in a dark, horrible talk somewhere with 15 screens in front of you, chugging Red Bulls, having some fucking creepy ass contractor come over and tell you, like, they're not doing this right, blah, 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 blah. Going and actually doing this is like the best thing that could happen for your little career because it gives you something exciting. And you start to believe, you're like, look, man, this is what I'm doing. This is what my team is doing. We're protecting these people from a genocidal maniac, Putin, who decided to invade. Look, people, elections have consequences. Ukrainians are going to die. More of them will die. They're perishing as we speak. A peace deal like the Doha Agreement is about to be enacted. If I was Zelensky, don't sign it. Don't go along. Go kicking and screaming. Make a fuss. Make a big spectacle of it. Because he has to play for the audiences at home, the Europeans, Putin, and the old Orange God King, which has made a habit of it, abandoning people in combat, from a man who's never served a day in his life. There, are you happy now? I disparage Donald Trump too. I go after everybody. I hate them all. It's a blessing that I have. What can I say? It's probably the reason why I'm divorced. I know. Hey, is it too soon? It's never too soon. So look, at the end of the day, President Trump has the total authority to do this. I feel very sorry for every American service member who is probably brokenhearted, especially those who believed because they were told to believe, and now their heart's broken watching people that they supported and they were allied with get killed because they're not going to be able to do their job. The psychological effects of that, the moral injury from that, it's coming. The moral injury from this is coming. It'll devastate the active duty service component and veterans who left and were very happy and supported Ukraine. This is a thing with us now. We're untrustworthy, and we have been for a while. It just didn't start with Ukraine, guys. If you think it did, I got some Afghans, Iraqis, Kurds, South Vietnamese, and a bunch of other people who would say that the Americans are no longer good allies. And maybe we're not anymore. And that's okay. Sometimes we just aren't. But it's important for us to realize that, if we're not going to be good allies, and we're not, let's admit it, right? So that we can properly understand ourselves and our limitations. Because one party walks around talking like it's, the Cold War era, American global primacy, blah, 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 the usual post-Cold War rhetoric. And the other one talks about how everybody's screwing us over. And they won. So look, Pat Buchanan is finally getting his just desserts. Nothing lasts forever. Not even the American global order, I guess. Well, this is GCV, and I am out.